Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back. Welcome to episode number 3 of this realistic Liverpool career mode. Uh, should have some fun today, alright? Should have some good games, some good wins, hopefully. Hopefully all of them are wins. And, yeah, let's get right on into it. How does that sound? And it is time. Benjamin Pavard has finally completed his transition to right back. And we begin now the UEFA Europa League. Not actually beginning it, but not our first game. One of our latter halves games, but still, it's actually still quite a tight race in our Europa League group. As you can see right here, as any one of us could still advance. And we are playing Bodo Glimt here, and a pretty decent side, I will say. I mean, I don't know much about them, other than the fact that they are from Norway, if I am not mistaken. But, alas, they're in our Europa League group, and any team in our group is not a team to mess around with. As we skip all the way here to the 75th minute, and it will be Dominik Szoboszlai getting us the go-ahead goal. As for much of this game, again, nothing really happens. I mean, we were kind of the more dominant team, but Bodo Glimt did a very good job of containing us, but you can only contain that for so long. And it will be Dominik Szoboszlai with the go-ahead goal right now. And that would turn out to be the winner in this game, as Bodo Glimt really never found a way to come back, and it is Jota running right through right at the end just to put the dagger in the hearts of all those Bodo Glimt fans and to secure us that 2-0 win. Absolute scenes here, lads. Absolute scenes. But with that 2-1 win, our chances of Europa League knockout qualification are all but assured, as it will come down to our next game against PSV Eindhoven. But before we get into that, we have another prime game here as we play Burnley in a game that literally nothing happened. I cut the entire game because nothing happened. And because I sat there and watched nothing happen, we are deciding that we are switching to a 4-2-3-1. It's a formation that Klopp experimented with a little bit during this past season. I think he played a couple games under it. Nothing really came of that and went back to the 4-3-3, but this does let Fabinho play, and Fabinho is a player that's kind of a little bit on the chopping block for me, because he had a good season. About first season was very good, and since then has kind of been a little disappointing, to be honest. But we move, and here I am deciding to let y'all watch as I put down the tactics and everything. I don't I don't like copying off of, like, oh, pro FIFA tactics. I don't like copying off of that off of like YouTube or whatever. I just kind of go with what would fit, what kind of makes sense, and what I kind of roughly remember from what's good and what's not good. And in true Liverpool fashion, we do want our attack, our wing backs just going right at him, flying up that field and going at it. And first game with the new formation is against West Ham United here. And it would not take long before we would find ourselves winning a corner and ball gets played around a little bit. Seems like nothing's going to come of it. West Ham do break out, but then we are in on goal, and it is Alexis McAllister to give us the go-ahead goal. And that is a good sign with this new formation because previously we were really struggling to create chances. I mean, it was hard for us to break down these teams and find us scoring early. It's a really good sign, but that would be the only goal of that entire game as we beat West Ham 1-0. Heading back into Europa League play here, you can see the group there as it's us and PSV tied on first. If whoever wins this game would win the group, and Bodo Glimt would have little chance of advancing. And I had us put into Europa League because obviously in real life we are not playing in Champions League, which is kind of a big loss for the team. But anyway, we move into this game here in away at PSV Eindhoven. And boy, let me tell you, this game is something else. When this game was happening in real time, I was a little upset. I'm gonna be honest, and you'll see why eventually. But within 20 minutes, PSV are already on the attack here, and we masterfully win it back. Totally not because it was a terrible pass, but McAllister finds Mo Salah out on the wing, plays Jota through, and finishes it comfortably. And you have to kind of think, oh, that's gonna that's gonna be the tell for this game, right? We're gonna kind of just cruise past PSV, you know, and you could not be more wrong. You could not be more wrong, as here is the thing that made me so irritated. Just I want this explained to me. How is that a foul? That's never a foul. Never a foul. And Thorgan Hazard steps up, pulls Xavi Simon with him, baits the ball, and puts it top corner. I will be honest, absolutely phenomenal free kick. This was such a well struck ball. Alisson had zero chance of ever saving it. But, like, it's not a foul. They shouldn't have had the chance in the first place. But it's what it is, isn't it? And that would actually end up being the end of the game, as we have a corner here. Nothing will come from it. And it will have to end up being reliant on the final game of the season. And we have probably the easier of all of the games as we play Grasshopper, who are dead last in the group. But back into league play as we take a 2-1 loss to Newcastle. And things turn around for the next game as it will be Alexis McAllister giving us the win. But we are here on January 1st. That is all. Thank you and goodbye.